It was 7th of August 2020. Air India Express flight IX1344 was on a repatriation mission to bring stranded Indian nationals from Dubai to Kerala. Men, women, children were all waiting to reunite with their families, completely oblivious to the deadly fate that awaited them as the plane landed on a rainy evening at Kerala's Kozhikode airport. This is what happened when the plane landed. The aircraft overshot the runway, plunged over 100 feet to the ground below, and broke into three. There were scenes of death and destruction all around. In the end, 21 people, including 2 pilots, died. 75 passengers and an air hostess sustained life-threatening injuries. After many delays and extensions, investigators have finally managed to piece together what unfolded that night. And, shocking many, the report has squarely blamed the dead pilots for the crash. This is what the report says. The probable cause of the accident was the non-adherence to SOP by the pilot flying, wherein he continued an unstabilized approach and landed beyond the touchdown zone, halfway down the runway, in spite of a go-around call by pilot monitoring, which warranted a mandatory go-around, and the failure of the pilot monitoring to take over controls and execute a go-around. The man investigators have blamed is pilot in command Deepak Sathe, a decorated Indian Air Force pilot who retired from the armed forces in 2006 to become a commercial pilot. Investigators found that his blood contained traces of anti-diabetes medication. This has been used as evidence against him. Blaming Sathe, the report says, the pilot in command was taking multiple unprescribed anti-diabetic drugs that could have probably caused subtle cognitive deficits due to mild hypoglycemia, which probably contributed to errors in complex decision-making as well as susceptibility to perceptual errors. But is the Ministry of Civil Aviation trying to deflect blame from gross institutional failures that led to the crash? Evidence shows that the tabletop runway at Kozhikode was badly maintained. The runway's safety area had grass on it and had lights protruding from its surface. Business Standard spoke to retired mechanical engineer Rajan Mehta, who had filed a PIL in the Supreme Court last year, questioning the centre's failure to install a technology similar to the Engineered Material Arresting System, or EMAS, used in 125 airports across the world. Mehta has worked abroad with firms with expertise in preparing EMAS in shorter runways to avoid air crash related deaths.
You experienced enough, no? The pilots are dead and gone. They can't defend themselves. Every safety norm that the government should have provided in the report has been swept under the carpet. Okay? ICAO recommended a braking system, not necessarily EMAS. If you have another braking system, install it in Calicut and Mangalore. They are tabletop runways, they need it. They didn't do it. Okay? They said it only works when the aircraft enters the bed at 70 kilometers. Lies, total lies. You see, now what do? I mean, the lifespan of an EMAS bed is 20 years. And they're saying 10 years to the AAI. Then they're talking about number of days it takes to repair the bed if there is an arrestment. They're talking in terms of days. We talk in terms of hours. It takes 70 hours or 30 hours or 40 hours, you see. They have just sabotaged this whole thing. It's as simple as that. The truth is that these people from the year 2008 have been ignoring the fact that you can have fatal accidents.
Both Mangalore and Kozhikode have similar tabletop runways which make landing in bad weather a very dangerous affair, and it needs immediate attention. The government has grand ambitions for making more people fly, but can it realize its ambitions with letting more passengers die?
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.